and we should be live here on YouTube for the Xfinity 500 NASCAR Cup Series race from Martinsville Speedway. And there we go. Working on getting the race up as I literally just walked through the door. A little late getting home from work. Because of course something had to happen literally as I was walking out the door to slow me down. But we are here and we are ready to go. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know I certainly am. Alright, so we are 50 laps. So we're over 50 laps in. Again, I apologize for the delay here, guys. Alright, there we go. Got the TV going. We are ready, and yeah, we should be hopefully getting set. Let's go ahead and take that out. I was listening to the broadcast until I got it up on the TV, but we are here and ready. Hopefully you guys are excited. I know I certainly am. And there we go. Just gonna go ahead and tweet out that we are live, but we are here and ready for this one. Elliott, Byron, Truex, the top three. Martin Truex Jr. As I say, Elliott just took the lead a few moments ago from the pole sitter, Martin Truex Jr. I believe it was Truex, it was the pole sitter. Denny Hamlin is already on the move, trying to make his way up from the back of the field after a practice crash earlier today, or yesterday. And yep, we are ready to go. Again, I apologize about the late start. That's just what happens when these races start at 2 p.m. Eastern time. As I get out of work at 2 exactly, so it is definitely not the easiest thing for me. But we're here and ready. Alright, there we go. So yeah, so you're top 10 right now. We got Elliott, William Byron, Chase Briscoe, Ryan Preece, Truex seeming to be falling back through the field all the way back to 5th already. Ty Gibbs down to 6th. 7th is Alex Bowman. 8th, Ryan Blaney. 9th, Harrison Burton. And rounding out our top 10 as of right now is Austin Dillon. Kyle Larson sits just shy of the top 10 spot. And we are now 60 laps in, so we are right about halfway through stage 1. And there we go. Alright, let's see. Any other notable runners? We got Kyle Busch in 23rd. No idea where he started today, but that cannot be much of an increase. Denny Hamlin's up 11 spots on the start. Already up to 26th spot. Alright, there we go. And, okay, so MTJ actually got bump and run by Ryan Preece. It wasn't a natural move to get him out in front. Alright, there we go. And again, we are here and ready for this one. It is warm here today, but, or at least warm in here today. Alright, we are getting settled in. Again, right now, Ryan Preece and Chase Briscoe both trying to make their way around. John Hunter even checking the 42. Going ahead and trying to make this one, trying to keep this close. But right now, Chase Elliott with a nearly 3-second lead. I mean, that is just insane lead for a driver to have. And oh, here comes MTJ. Martin Truex Jr. hits the pit road. Weird, because again, you can definitely make it to the end of the stage on fuel, so I don't know what his plan. Oh, he may have a flat tire, actually, looking at the amount of shake in this car. Yeah, this legitimately might be a flat tire on MTJ's car. Let's see. Well, they're doing at least 2 tires, which, granted, if you're coming to pit road, it pretty much should be 4 tires. But, oh, yeah, there's some pretty bad blistering on the right side tires there, so. All right, so that is exactly why Truex came to pit road. The problem is now he's going to be at least 2 laps down, and it's not going to be an easy one for him to try and claw this one back. All right, there we go. And oh, a pit road penalty on top of it. MTJ, and the problems continue to compound for Martin Truex Jr. Too fast entering is the call, and here he comes down to pit road to serve his pit road speeding penalty. And again, what a dagger for what realistically should be a fairly easy penalty to avoid, especially when you're coming down pit road. You already know you're losing a ton of time. Use that extra 1/10 of a second to make sure that you're safe on pit road speed. Again, I know it's not. It's easy to say, hard to do, but it's one of those things where if you're already going to lose a ton of time, might as well lose the extra 1/10 or 2. But yeah, again, also the ultimate thing about it being about this decision though was that they also had to make sure that they could get. You don't want that extra 1/10 or 2 to be the difference between 2 and 3 laps down. Hey, JP, how's it going? Alright, so there we go. And right now, Kyle Busch on the verge of ending up a lap down here. And Denny Hamlin's been flying through the field. But again, Denny Hamlin, so far back, it's going to be a hard one. But the fact that Elliott's in the lead, that's going to be the biggest. That's going to be the biggest thing we're going to have to keep an eye on. Because if Chase Elliott ends up winning this race... Oh, and here comes Kyle Busch coming to pit road. Okay, so Kyle Busch hits pit road, and he's going to come down pit road and get a pit stop as well here. But, the big thing to keep an eye on, though, is going to be that if Chase Elliott is leading the race, you got to keep an eye on the point battle between Byron and... between Byron and Bell, the point difference between those two, currently the points as they run shows Byron 8 points above Bell for what would be that 4th and final spot if Chase Elliott does end up winning this race. As we've seen 2 winners already lock themselves in, and a caution flag flies as they go to commercial break. They turned on the commercial break. I looked up at my scoreboard, and we got ourselves a caution. So there's a yellow flag out. No idea what it's for, because we don't have an eye on the track in the moment. All right, I am gonna go and grab some water during this caution, because we are currently fighting to try and stay caught up with everything. I had literally just gotten home. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, we do have a caution flag. I'm gonna go run and grab that water real quick, and I will be right back, guys. Alright, we are back. I apologize for being late to the stream, guys, but we are back and ready to go. Alright, why do we have a border on that? Not sure. Alright. Well, we are just chilling out here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We got 8 people hanging out in the stream. And there we go. I am also going to have to work on making my graphics because I am streaming the Colts-Vikings game later on in the day as well. So I'll have to be double tasking at least somewhat here on the stream, so. Nope. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so here we go. Coming back from commercial break. I have not seen what the cause of the caution was yet. I don't know if they are back from commercial or if they've been back from commercial once already. If so, they went right back to a commercial break, but. Alright, let's see. So yeah, this race is also all about making that championship 84 laps down, 47 to go in stage number 1. Let's see. Again, this is one of Chase Elliott's best racetracks. So the fact that he was in a must-win, it isn't a big surprise to see him doing well today. Obviously, you worry a little bit with the must-win situation, but again, if you had to put a driver in a must-win situation at this track, I think he would probably be the number 1 pick for me of drivers to put in that kind of situation. Oh, who's the home game for the night? So right now, Byron has a 17-point lead over Bell projected as of right now, assuming they finish in their current positions through stages 1, 2, and the race. Which that is not good for Bell, because Bell needs to be able to outrun Byron if he wants to actually be able to make the championship or he just needs Chase Elliott not to win. But here we go. Green flag's out. They are back to racing, and once again, I did not get a chance to see what the caution was for, so let's see if I can find a quick recap of it. But yeah, so Elliott and Byron going side by side through the turns. Gonna be an interesting race to see these two racing each other hard here. Not neither one giving each other an inch at the moment. And again, right now the side by side duel. I'm gonna say they're dueling it out here, and there we go. Byron finally finds a spot to slide in line behind his teammate. And right now, Byron has no real need to go ahead and just absolutely blast past his teammate because, well, at the moment, he is 15 points above the cut line as they run. So he is perfectly fine to let his teammate win this race as long as he is in position to get the other playoff spots. Let's see. Oh, so it was a Christopher Bell spin and Corey LaJoie got collected. Is what brought out the caution flag there on lap 77. All right. So that is the official word as to what brought out that caution flag. All right, let's see. So, let's see. Briscoe, Priest, Gilliland actually running really well. Todd Gilliland up inside the top 5. Ryan Blaney making his way up into the top 10. Gilliland, Blaney, one of those drivers, that needs to win this race to try and advance to Phoenix for a championship. Imagine if we just gave the winner of this race, no matter who it was, a ticket straight to Phoenix, no matter if they were in the playoffs or not. So someone like Daniel Hemrick could go out here, win this race here today, and instantly be locked into the championship 4. I mean, that'd be an interesting format. Certainly not a competitive one, but an interesting one. Alright, so here we go again. Right now, Blaney fighting, trying to hold off Alex Bowman for the spot, but as of right now, the field is still pretty tight. And I say Tyler Reddick's a lap down. I don't think he really cares about whether or not he's in the lead or not. Okay, so it's Indianapolis at Minnesota. Means I need to go ahead and the Colts logo up. Alright, so yeah, right now though, again, Ford dominating the top 10. Yeah, you've got Logano who's found his way up into the top 10, but not a single Toyota anywhere inside the top 10, which is a real big surprise. Bell is still on the lead lap, so Bell is in a position where he could theoretically go ahead and get the spot, but we'll have to wait and see if he ends up getting it or not. Alright, so yeah, right now though, 32 laps to go in this stage number 1 here. Oh, it's going pretty well though. Alright. So there we go. There's Ty Gibbs. I believe he is the highest running of the Toyota drivers. Looks like he's running in about 12th place. But again, it just feels weird that there is no Toyota drivers inside of that top 10. Really, not even inside the top 12. But, yep. Alright, man. Alright, so here we go. 26 laps to go. Let's see. Alright, so here we go. 24 laps to go in stage number 1. And again, right now the battle, you got two teammates running 1-2, then different two teammates running 3rd and 4th, the two SHR cars in that spot. Kyle Larson, though, climbing up into the 6th position, trying to add a 3rd Hendrick car to the mix. And in fact, all 4 Hendrick cars are safely within the top 10 are all safely within the top 10 at the moment. And again, it makes you wonder what they might have been able to do if they had been given the if they had all made it to this round of the playoffs. Certainly something to consider, at least, considering the drastic impact of it. Yep. 20 to go in the stage. Yep, 20 laps to go here in stage number 1, and it is going to be a fight for the spots. Let's see. Alright, well, we are at commercial break. I'm going to go ahead and try and get this leaderboard, the scoreboard done for tonight. But again, hopefully you guys are still having fun. I know I certainly am not doing my best today, but hopefully you guys are enjoying it nonetheless as we are here and ready for it. Okay, why is that the only thing we got recovered? Alright. 17 laps to go. And let's see. Again, right now, Chase Elliott is absolutely just blowing the field away here. Meanwhile, right now, Bell has just nothing going for him in terms of trying to make it through here. I'm gonna say Christopher Bell's about to get passed by Noah Gragson here, and I can't imagine that those two are very far from going a lap down potentially. Alright, well, let's see. Again, right now, Bell 14 points below the cut line, now 15 points below the cut line. Larson 19 below the cut line. And again, Blaney, Hamlin, and Elliott are all basically must-win drivers. So it will be a wait-and-see type of game here. Alright, there we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, 11 laps to go here in the stage. And again, Christopher Bell in 21st. He's not going to earn any stage points, barring something absolutely miraculous happening. Now, the good thing is for Bell, he doesn't need stage points. Because, yeah, the big thing for Christopher Bell is that he doesn't need stage points here in stage 1. But as we get later into the race, and the more and more likely it looks like that Elliott may dominate or completely win the day, the more and more necessary winning the stage points will be, especially if Byron stays up in the mix too, earning stage points. Alright, well, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I know I certainly am. And again, 6 laps to go, and I just don't see anyone really challenging Chase Elliott. He's working his way through lap traffic right now. Byron doesn't have any real reason to try and make any sort of super aggressive move to try and take the spot. And in terms of all the way down through the field, I mean, again, I know that points are important, but I really struggle to see the importance of anyone to make any kind of stupid aggressive move here for this race. Alright, so this is the track that he's led the most laps at. Shocker, because it's one of the tracks that we've run in the past that has 500 laps. Yeah, and in fact, in the past, it's had 500 laps in both the spring and fall races. Spring race has become a 400 lapper in recent years. But yeah, we were just chilling out, and hopefully, as I say, we're gonna see a Chase Elliott stage win here, and he is my pick for the win today. Over on the Letdown podcast, he was my pick, so there we go. we go. White flag is out. And, oh, they're about to... Oh, that's a big one. They're about to lap Martin Truex Jr. here once again right before the end of the stage. If Elliott can do that, that's going to be a big deal. If he can't, it won't. It'll be a potentially game-changing one for Truex. Truex stays on the lead lap. There we go. Alright. I'll go ahead and close out of some tabs because I got a lot of tabs open that I do not need. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got over on Twitter. Let's see. Alright, well, we're just chilling out, and again, Chase Elliott wins the stage, makes for a nice, easy run. Alright. It would be great if I could just get Photoshop to not crash on me. Because I've opened up Photoshop a couple of times here to try and get the this leaderboard done so I can focus on the stream the rest of the way. And my thing keeps crashing. Alright. Going to go ahead and save that. Let's see if closing one thing is even possible there. Oh, there we go. Alright, we managed to close something. Now we can try and open something else. Alright, there we go. Just gonna bring this up. Alright, there we go. So we are able to save progress. Alright, back from commercial break, and they got 300 cars on the screen along with Ryan Blaney as the featured drivers. Why on earth are we not showing off Stewart Haas Racing and their pit crews? I mean, I get that they're not going to be around next year, but 9.6 seconds for Chase Elliott. I guess those are the playoff drivers that were the front four of the playoff drivers in the race. Oh, that's why it's been going there. It pops stuff up on my other screen that I'm not using. There we go. Now I should be able to go ahead and get this one done nice and quickly now that I know that. Now I need to figure out where is my Vikings logo at. Alright, so yeah, again, right now we're under caution for the end of stage, one. That's Commanders. There we go. There's the Vikings. And there we go. That is the leaderboard. Alright, that's the scoreboard done for tonight's game. Alright, and good timing because we were just getting back from commercial break. There we go. Alright, so we are back and able to start focusing on the race here as well. Let's see. They're showing off the final four for the oh, hey, cool! There's actually a person from Maine on in the final 8 for the NASCAR Powerball playoffs. Unfortunately, the Mainer did get knocked out in this round, but hey, it's pretty cool to see a person from Maine getting that far with the Powerball, with the NASCAR Powerball lottery that they've been doing. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, we're just chilling out though. Yeah, we're getting ready to start stage 2. We'll start to actually lock in because now that we will be here for the start of the stage, we won't be trying to catch up constantly. Alright. Oh, some buddies of mine are posting their setup, so I'm going to go ahead and get a quick photo of this that I got going on here. There we go. Alright, there we go. Got the photo. And again, we are 10 laps in here to stage 2, getting ready for this one. And yeah, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Blaney, Larson, and Logano, the playoff drivers who actually earned points in that stage. The rest of the top 10 were all non-playoff drivers. But yeah, so Bell is, I think, the biggest question mark going into this one because I think Christopher Bell, I think Bell should be the championship favorite, at least in my mind. He's my championship pick, but I also can't control, who ends up actually winning the championship, so. Alright, here we go. Off turn 4, green, 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 green flags out. We are back to racing. And the race is back on here. Chase Elliott and this time William Byron on the outside. Byron might clear him. Yep, Byron is going to clear him nice and quick. And now William Byron is the race leader. Bell now has a 7-point advantage over the cut line. Over Kyle Larson with Byron leading the race. Now, again, Bell could definitely gain some of those points as he's as the restart is going on because of the fact that he can gain spots. In fact, there are there's 5 non-playoff drivers before he gets to his next playoff contending car that he has to try and get by. All right, there we go. All right. Oh, and another spinning, and we got a caution flag out. Daniel Suarez backs it into the fence there in the jockey.com car there. That is unfortunate for him. So, yep, there we go. Daniel Suarez goes around, and all right, let's see what happened. No idea, but 3 cars all just started going up the track, and yeah, ultimately Suarez ends up being the only driver to spin out from it. Oh, Suarez got clipped in the back by Daniel Hemrick. So we had a little bit of Daniel on Daniel contact there. Yeah, Hemrick into the back corner of Suarez's car, ended up wiping him out, and yeah, that ultimately is what brought that one around. That is not going to be an easy one to for Suarez to forget about. It might have even been a push from the 2 car though that sent the 31 up the track that little bit that ended up causing that spin. So it very well could have been a Austin Cindric thing, but hard to tell. Hard to really go ahead and go that far back to start placing the blame. But yep. Again, though, ultimately those are non-playoff cars, so for the most part, the emotions won't be running nearly as high as they would for the playoff guys. Alright, they're going to commercial break. I'm going to go use the bathroom and I will be right back, guys. I'm also going to go ahead and run a quick ad. Also wanted to grab my jersey for later. Got the still repping the Anthony Richardson jersey despite the benching of him for this game. Hoping that maybe they consider unbenching him at some point, but we'll have to wait and see. Alright, there we go. And checking my fantasy football. Oh, here we go. Pace car's off. We're getting ready to go back racing. Alright. Here we go. And green flag's out. They are back to racing. And let's see. Again, Elliott on the outside this time. William Byron was able to get the lead on that last restart before the caution came out. And this time, Elliott slides right in behind Chase. Or right in front of Chase Briscoe. Elliott slides into second. Byron leading the field here. And, Kyle Larson trying to weave way out from behind the 41 of Ryan Preece. Not sure if that was a smart decision, but at the moment it hasn't cost him anything yet. So I guess it's not too terrible. Alright, so here we go. Again, 24 laps into stage number 2. Elliott trails Byron here, but again, that also moves Bell up to 9 to 10 points above the cut line. Oh, it was a big shove in the back. Did not get a chance to see who that was or who got shoved there, but because they aren't focusing on it. But there was a car in the back of the pack there that got absolutely slammed. Alright, let's see. Oh, great. Dax heading to the medical tent. That's not good. Alright, again, 27 laps in. Hamlin trying to find a way through here. He's right on the verge of breaking into that top 10. He currently has Ross Chastain in 10th and Ty Gibbs in 11th, kind of boxing him in. And the 21 of Harrison Burton goes around. But yeah, man. Hard to believe that Harrison Burton just ended up spun right around there. So the 77 got into the back of, so that was Hocevar that spun out Harrison Burton. I feel like those two have spun I feel like those two have had contact already once this round there. So there we go. And here we go. Here come the drivers down pit road. Doesn't look like any leaders coming down pit road quite yet. Oh. Alright, there we go. Again, we're just chilling out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Again, I really wish I'd been here to start the stream, but when the race started, but was not the case. So again, I thank you guys for everybody that's here. We're gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick NFL update, just to since you guys are here with us, you're probably missing out on some of the NFL games. Obviously not all of them as important as some other ones, but we got the Saints Panthers are actually locked in a really close game, 16-17 there in the late in the third quarter. Saints have the ball there in that game. The Commanders have a commanding lead over the Giants, 24-10. The Dolphins and Bills are in a close game. About 6 points in it between the Bills and the Dolphins, and the Bills just got the ball back, and they are in the fourth quarter. So is the Commanders game. Both of those games in the fourth quarters. The Chargers have a 20-3 lead over the Browns late in their third quarter. The Titans and Patriots are tied up with 13 minutes left in the fourth quarter of that game. The Cowboys and the Falcons, they have a 21-13 football game going on. 11 minutes left in their fourth quarter. The Bengals are absolutely thrashing the Raiders this week, 31-10. 4 minutes left in their third quarter, so still time for the Raiders to try and mount a comeback, but they've got to start. They got to start that rally soon. And then just starting the fourth quarter here for the Baltimore Ravens versus Denver Broncos. Ravens are up 38-10 as we go back racing over on our main feature. Green flags out. We are back to racing. And right now Elliott versus Byron for the lead is going to be the story of the restart. Every single restart, it seems. These two drivers both want to try and get the win. Now again, regardless of which one wins, it looks like Byron should be safe to make it to the next round of the playoffs. And Priest just nearly got a little bit of revenge on Larson for all the nose chopping, and I don't even know if it was intentional, because if it was intentional, that was the worst attempt at revenge I've ever seen. But if it wasn't intentional, hey, you played that one pretty well and managed to avoid spinning the guy out, but still hopefully communicate across that, hey, you gotta remember I'm here. Alright, so again, 37 laps down here in the in stage number 2, as we are working 130 laps in this race. As I say, these races, these stages are really long when it comes to the actual lap count here. Let's see. Alright, there we go. So right now, though, the biggest thing is Logano's trying to make up some ground. Hamlin has entered the top 10. There we go. Alright, so here we go. Now Chastain's starting to make a run here on Logano. Gonna try and put Logano back even further here. Denny Hamlin on the restarts, though, has been really struggling. Oh, he really got checked up there behind Joey Logano on the restart. I had not seen that replay before. But yeah, no, Denny Hamlin got really badly checked up there behind the 22 of Logano. There we go. Nope. Nope. Alright. Alright. So again, Colts Vikings tonight at 8 o'clock. We will be here live on the channel streaming that game as well. 46 laps, 46 down in stage number 2. Working our way towards the end of this stage. Sorry, the stage is another 130 lapper, which is a really long one. I'm surprised the stages on these races haven't really changed much at all. Alright, well, we are just chilling out here. Let's see. Alright. And just getting the thumbnail done as well. Alright, so let's see. What do we got? Kyle Larson up into the top 5. There we go. And he's now starting to breathe down the neck of Chase Briscoe. Going to try and see if he can maybe make that pass. But right now, the two Hendrick drivers at the front of the field, though, have a 1.5-second lead between second place and third place, which is just insane, the fact that they've been able to build that kind of lead here. Alright, let's see. figure out if there's a way I can rewire this to work to put the computer up on the upper deck so I can actually see it. No, we got a caution. Caution flags out and big smoke bomb oh, it's Martin Truex Jr. who comes out of the big smoke bomb there in turns 3 and 4 there as William Byron goes by, and it's going to be a question of they're going to let Truex go by Byron. No, they're not going to let him go by Byron, it looks like. Alright, well, he's settling into position behind it, but... Alright, what happened to Martin Truex Jr. here? Oh, he just got spun, or he just got punted around by the car behind him. And it was the 31 of Hemrick again. Wow. So Daniel Hemrick with another punt here. Alright, here we go. Alright, well, here we go. Coming down pit road, and it is, let's see. Alright, so here we go. 9.6 for... Oh, whoa! Chase Elliott with a really slow pit stop. What happened there? 9.6 for both the other Hendrick cars, but Chase Elliott had a 20-second pit stop there. What happened? Okay, let's see. On the pit stop here. Oh, no, yeah, they needed to, they needed the jackman to come back around the side of the car, get that thing jacked back up so the rear tire could get on. And yeah, that is just a really slow stop there. Uh, 20-second pit stop, of course. The guy I picked had to face the to end up falling for the whatchamacallit, the dire curse. Dire curse seems to come for every single person. Alright, there we go. Hey Calvin, how's it going? Yeah, sorry about the late response, by the way, to the chat. I don't know how long ago you sent that. I just had been looking over at the other tab I had up. But yeah, Denny Hamlin. Yeah, Denny Hamlin had to go to the backup car, and because that happened before qualifying, well, and because just in general, yeah, he had to start tail end of the entire field. But yep. So yeah, Denny Hamlin had to start at the tail end of the entire field, and because it happened before qualifying, any other drivers who would have had to go to the tail end of the field for mechanical issues and whatnot, who had qualified, better, have essentially a better priority in terms of the going to the rear of the field. It's not much, but it would have been a little bit better if Denny Hamlin had been able to say qualify top 15, top 10, and then had the penalty applied, where then he would have been able to start ahead of anybody else who was going to the rear of the field. And Christopher Bell stays out on track. Denny Hamlin, Blaney staying out on track. All right, not everybody came to pit road, and in fact, the drivers, the top 11 were not on pit road this past time by, and a lot of these drivers have like 60 laps on their tires. So the drivers I'm about to list: Blaney, Hamlin, Keselowski, Bell, and Haley have all haven't really been on pit road since just after the end of the set of the first stage. Haley a little bit later than the others, but yeah, definitely not a great spot for them. And green flags out, and let's see what this is gonna look like with all these old tires near the front. Alright, so there we go. And we are settling in. And yeah, Blaney able to take control of the field here. Jump to the front. Alright, so there we go. They restarted, and here we go. Hemrick right on the side of Briscoe's car. We've seen Hemrick with a couple of issues here tonight so far already. Now we got the 5 going by the 7. So that's Justin Haley in the outside lane, trying to make something work. But yeah, right now though, Byron up to 10th. That is your biggest mover of those fresh tires, and they're starting to they're trying to gain as many spots as quickly as they possibly can here. Especially where we've got another caution flag that's gonna fly here. Come on, man. Caution flag again. And what's the caution gonna be for? Keeping an eye out. I've already seen the flag fly over on the graphic. Let's see. Question is, where is this gonna come from? And yep, there's the caution. And it's the 31 again! The 31 involved in another caution. This time, the other driver is Todd Gilliland in the 38 getting collected. Alright, so there we go. And again, right now we are just past the halfway point in stage 2. And this caution flag is going to bunch them right back together and give Byron another shot with those fresh tires. Alright, there we go. And again, we are just chilling out here. Alright, so again, Austin Dillon on fresher tires in 4th. He's looking pretty good. And really, almost everybody again, except for Bell, Hamlin, Keselowski, Blaney, of those four. Those four are the four on the oldest tires. The rest of the field in between Byron and Bell, though, have fairly fresh tires, put on a lap 160 under one of the other cautions that we've had. And I would not be shocked if we see some of these drivers who tried to play pit strategies this last time potentially come to pit road. Alright, so yeah, right now though, again, Chase Elliott going up and over at Vegas, puts him. That's gonna put himself in a really tough spot here in terms of trying to win this race, and in terms of needing to make the playoffs. I think we're gonna end up looking back at that one and thinking, that one might have been the race where Elliott's season really came to an end. Alright, well, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. I'm gonna just go ahead and check Twitter real quick. Let's go ahead and actually check in on the NFL game. So the Saints have taken the lead in their game, 22-17. The final score, or not the final score. Sorry, there's 9 minutes left in their game. 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter there. The Commanders have extended their lead, a 27-16 lead now with 3 minutes left in regulation. The Bills are now up 27-20 over the Dolphins with 6 minutes left in regulation. The Chargers and Browns, that game is still a 20-3 deadlock with 9.5 minutes left in regulation. The Patriots and Titans are still tied with 4 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. That is a tight one. Then we got Cowboys versus Falcons. Cowboys still trail the Falcons 27-13 with 7.5 minutes on. Oh, now under 7 minutes left on the clock, as the clock just went and updated. Bengals still dominating the Raiders 31-17 with 13-17 still on the clock in the fourth quarter. And the Ravens are absolutely just stomping the Broncos here, 41-10, with about 6.5 minutes left in regulation on that game. And that's going to be a really hard one for them to pull back. But here we go. Pace car's off, and we're back from the commercial break. Let's go. Green, green, green. Green flag's out. We are back to racing. 71 laps. No, not 71 laps. No, 73 laps completed out of 130 here in this stage. And again, right now with a driver who's not in the playoffs leading this race, it ends up becoming a situation where Bell and Byron are both 15 or more points above the cut line at any given time. And Bell has now even been able to overtake Byron, so if there is a surprise winner, say Ryan Blaney in second jumps up to first and wins the race, Bell is now slated to take that fourth spot, not Byron, like what we saw when Byron and Elliott were running 1-2. Alright, there we go. Again, right now we're just chilling out. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. Jeez, might as well go snowboarding. I mean, hey, if I'm going to be picking him, he might be better off to just go snowboarding if Elliott's got me picking him to win races. Because we all know the curse has absolutely killed him today. Alright, there we go. And again, for anyone who is new to the channel or wasn't here throughout the rest of the weekend, in terms of the schedule. There's a slight change coming to the schedule. I will still be streaming the Colts game. I'll be streaming Colts Vikings tonight. Yeah, Chiefs Buccaneers tomorrow. I will be streaming. Next week's gonna be a busy one because I'm gonna try and do the Ravens Bengals game on Thursday night. But in addition, the concert I was going to go to, I didn't realize we didn't already have tickets, and they're now out of stock. So I'm not gonna end up going. So yeah, it looks like I do have myself on a wait list, so we'll see. But it is trending towards I will not be going to that thing on Saturday night, which means I'll be here for the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship race, which I'm looking forward to, especially after what we saw. A little bit bummed that I'm not going to get to see the concert, but again, I'm on the wait list, so we'll have to wait and see. But a little bit of a change, and yeah, right now though, Chase Elliott just stuck in deep traffic here. He's in behind the Tua Cindric. And yeah, right now Chase Elliott just does not have anywhere to go. Alright, so yeah, right now Chase Elliott looking to the bottom of 3 wide here. Yep, 3 wide for Chase Elliott into turn 1. Goes 3 wide on the inside of both Harrison Burton and Austin Cindric. As he's working his way up, he's up to 16th now. That's him putting himself up into 16th right now. But Byron has really kind of leveled off here. He has not been able to pass the 3 car of Austin Dillon. Alright, so yeah, so that's the big update there. So again, because it's championship weekend, I won't be doing a 4:30 game, but I will be doing Lions Texans next week, and leaning towards probably doing Rams Dolphins on Monday night. We'll have to wait and see, but again, leaning towards it. So that's the update from there. And again, right now, as I say, we got a lot of lead lap cars. I thought we didn't have that many cars on the lead lap, but maybe the caution flags just gave that many opportunities to go ahead and get it. All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. Kyle Larson now going to take on William Byron, going to try and make the pass. Okay, there we go. Now, technically, these are the 2 drivers that Larson would need to pass. Larson would need to pass a bunch of cars here with Byron. In order for Larson to have a shot at pointing his way into the championship without a race win. But yeah, as of right now, it is not as easy as just finish ahead of him, though. Alright, let's see. Right now, we're just. Here we go. Larson trying to make a pass here on Austin Dillon. Meanwhile, Blaney and Keselowski are getting a little bit. Are going at it for the lead here. Alright, let's see. Alright, there we go. By the way, at the end of the race, I will go ahead and give you guys my championship, my actual champion prediction. I'll go ahead and make that pick. But, yeah. And so we got some mud. Let's see. Alright, there we go. But yeah, we're just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We've been doing these streams now for literally almost 2 full years, and yeah, looking forward to doing them again next year as well. Not sure as to what races I'm going to be attending next year. That'll heavily depend on how the house hunt is going, because I am hoping that sometime in either late 2025 or 2026, I will be looking at trying to be moving down to North Carolina. So, again, that's the hope. So I'm hoping that I'm thinking I'll probably end up at the Charlotte Roval for the playoff. Oh wait, no, because the playoff Roval playoff race is like right after the double week back up here where I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks anyway. You know, we'll have to wait and see, but yeah, I know I'm gonna be at both. I think I'm gonna be at Bristol and New Hampshire back-to-back weeks in the late fall for those 2 playoff races. All right, so let's see. 33 laps to go here in the stage. Larson did get by William Byron, but so far, Larson has not been able to overtake Bell, which is kind of a little bit of a surprise here, because I thought once you got fresh tires onto the back bumper of Bell, Bell and the rest of them would basically be just keeled over. I don't know how they're gonna put up much of a fight here, but we'll have to wait and see. Because right now, Chase Elliott's fighting his way up inside the top 15. Trying to go ahead and race his way up towards the top 10. But again, right now, the thing for Elliott is that it doesn't really matter what he does in this stage, because ultimately all he needs to do is be up to the front by the end of the race. Alright, there we go. And I'm just gonna check my fantasy football team, see how that's going. Alright, Dak Prescott went out of the game at 14 points. This game's a lot closer than I was hoping it would be for my fantasy football team this week. Hoping that that Cooper Rush and the Cowboys can get them into field goal range some more times for my field goal kicker. And over in my other league, let's see. Over in the league I play with my dad, let's see. I am 74% chance of winning this week, just because of my opponent not really playing. Alright, so right now though, we're at a side-by-side commercial over in the NASCAR race. 26 laps to go in the stage, and yeah, not a lot to really update you on, because again, this battle for the lead is just kind of a 2 former teammates taking it easy on each other type of race. Oh wow, the Cowboys have blown their timeouts again before the 2-minute warning. That's like the second week in a row they've done that. Oh, the Giants actually started to make it a little bit of a comeback, but now it's now the Commanders have a 1st and goal from the 1. Let's see. The Titans break their tie with the Patriots. All right. That's some decent games around the board. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and see what Twitter's saying about this race, but I don't know what Twitter would even say about this one. All right, there we go. Alright, we're back from commercial break, and again, right now, Blaney and Keselowski are just kind of pacing themselves right now. No real big battle going on. Again, considering the fact that this battle is between a non-playoff driver and a driver who was in a must-win anyway. Neither one of them really needs the stage win. Alright, so yeah, right now though, with the battle for 5th, I'm waiting to see if Bell is gonna end up getting caught by Larson, but it seems like the old tires are working for him. And say everybody else on fresh tires here in the stage versus Bell on old Bell and the rest of the leaders, the other 3 leaders on the same tires they started this stage on. And ultimately, you had to try something to try and flip the strategy there for Elliott. I'm actually pretty impressed with what they've done. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. So again, 15 laps to go in the stage. All right, we are starting to lose out on some daylight, so I gotta go. I gotta go turn on some more lights in this room as it is about to get really dark here. All right, there we go. Yeah, right now the 2 leaders are Keselowski and Blaney, and they're just working their way through this one. I think honestly, I think this final stage is going to be the big telling sign here. And oh, here we go. Larson gets by Christopher Bell, and that's going to start to put a little bit more pressure on it. But again, right now, all Christopher Bell needs to do is earn some points in this stage. He doesn't need to finish top 5. He can finish top 10 here. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, 7 laps to go in this stage, and there's not really much more. I mean, the biggest thing that Byron could do would be to maybe pass Larson and maybe pass Hamlin, but even that, I don't think is going to make a major difference, and it's really just going to come down to how this race ends. Which, again, this final stage should be pretty good, but it'll come down there. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're just chilling out here. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying the stream. Alright, let's see. Again, 4 laps to go. And again, I will say the old tires have actually held up extremely well there. And say Keselowski, Blaney, Hamlin, the front 3, and then you've got Bell in 6th, who is the only driver who's actually lost spots of the 4 drivers who were starting this one on the old ones. Oh, touchdown Cowboys. Okay, who got the TD catch? Alright, and here we go. Final lap of stage 2, and there we go. Brad Keselowski wins it. And that is going to go ahead and end this stage. Ryan Blaney 2nd, Denny Hamlin 3rd, Kyle Larson 4th, William Byron 5th, Bell, Dillon, Bowman, Gregson, and Ryan Preece, the top 10, with Ross Chastain the first driver to miss out on the top on the stage points at the end of stage 2. Come on. Okay, not didn't end up going to the same thing that I thought. So we got 240 laps remaining. Let's see. Martin doesn't have that many clocks, does he? Let's see. Yeah, Mark Martin has 2 Martinsville victories. I don't know which one you're going off of there. Alright, so here we go. Keselowski wins the race off pit road. Larson and Byron both gaining 2 spots each. Hamlin loses 1. Bowman gaining 3. Blaney losing 4 spots. Bell lost some spots on pit road there. Okay, yeah, no worries. I was like, because he raced in the same era that Jeff Gordon and that both Jeff Gordon and Jimmy Johnson decimated both the Monster Mile and Martinsville. And that would be the biggest one there. Is the reason why I was doubting that was because he raced in a very similar era to the your Jeff Gordons and your Jimmy Johnsons who absolutely decimated Martinsville. Wouldn't have put it past Mark Martin to have had a dominant couple of years there, but yep. Alright, let's see. So yeah, right now we're at commercial break. You're not missing anything right now. Alright, let's see. What do we got for scores here? Oh, the Patriots game's going into overtime. There we go. A couple of the games have gone final. The Commanders Giants game, that one goes final as the Commanders seal the victory over the Giants 27-22. The Chargers seal their game 27-10 over the Cleveland Browns. And the Denver Broncos officially lose to the Ravens 41-10 over the Broncos. So that seals that game. All the other games are still going on for the moment. Ooh, the Cowboys are... I'm going to go ahead and see if I can put on the Cowboys game real quick. Oh, wait, no, because I'm watching over on Peacock, not on YouTube TV, so I'm not able to just flip channels like I normally would. And I say, it's also something where he might have run really well at Martinsville as well. He might have been second or third 400 times and just not been able to get the win, similar to how he never got a championship, but everybody thinks of him as a championship caliber driver because he was really, really good. But yeah, who knows? But yeah, fun stats are always fun to find. Alright, so they're coming back from commercial break, and again, right now the points as they run, Bell would be missing out on the... What happened to Bell on this pit stop? I gotta know what happened to Bell on the pit stop. There we go. let's see. Again, Bell lost some spots here on the pit road. And again, we're going to have to wait and see where he's lining up here. Where is he going to be? Bell lost a lot of spots there. How many spots did Bell lose? Let's see. Christopher Bell. Oh, Bell is back in 30th? Are you kidding me? Did he have a penalty? Let's see. Oh, no, he had to pit again for a loose lug nut. Oh, that is a killer. And here we go. Green, 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 green flags out, and they're back to racing. You got Brad Keselowski, and then the two Hendrick cars are breathing down his neck for the lead. Hamlin, Bowman, Blaney, Dillon, Priest, Chastain, and Logano, the top 10. As they go roaring into the corner. And again, right now, they're just past the halfway mark here. And to go ahead and get some lights turned on, I'm actually just going to do that once we get this front five kind of singled out. Because right now, Ryan Blaney making a move on the outside, trying to make something happen there inside the top 5. But again, this track, it's a very long run race type of track, and you kind of have to be paying attention for the entire run to know what the strategy and where the action's going to come. Because until you get to the end of the race, it is a very much a long game type of track. There we go. Hamlin looking to the outside. Alright, well, they are doing some pretty good work there. Let's see. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's see. Oh, apparently Ryan Blaney not very happy with his former teammate Brad Keselowski. Talking about how he's apparently going to get blasted and how he's sick of his stuff. Alright, looks like the field is single file out though, so I'm going to go ahead and grab turn the lights on real quick. It is getting dark. Sun is setting. I don't know how much light this is going to add. This one should add a decent chunk of light. And this is the one that's closest to me, so it should provide, there we go, a little bit more light. Alright. And we are back here and ready for this one. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, we're back. Got the lights turned on. Should be pretty well lit up going forward. And let's see. Oh, the one at our Ross Chastain just booted the 14. And that just allowed the 9 of Chastain, or the 9 of Chase Elliott to just work his way to the bottom of both of them. It's a pretty impressive move there for Elliott. But no idea what the one of Ross Chastain was really thinking there when he just ran into the back of him. Alright, there we go. Let's see, they're talking about Saturday night primetime games, and let's see. For college football. Let's see. All right. Well, we're just again Kozlowski leading here. If Kozlowski plays playoff spoiler, that'd be interesting considering that would officially mean that two of the playoff races were won by Roush Fenway drivers who were not in the playoffs. All right, let's see. All right. Well, Cortland Sutton did a lot better than I thought. All right. And again, right now we're just kind of chilling out here as we got a long way to go still in this race, over 200 laps still before the end of this NASCAR race, so we still got a long way to go. All right, there we go. All right, well, we are closing it. Oh, wow. Hey, we're closing in on 2,800 subscribers right now. We're currently sitting at 2,739 on the subscriber count. And yeah, the end of year goal is to try and, by the end of the calendar year, hit the big old 3K number. If we could hit that, that would be amazing. All right, they're going to commercial break. Looks like, is it going to be a full screen commercial? Yep, full screen commercial. All right, let's see. This week's fantasy football is going to be really close in my work league. So here we go. Coming back from commercial break with exactly 200 laps to go. And again, right now, Brad Keselowski doing a really good job of leading this field. And again, we got all 400 cars up inside the top 10 here. All right, let's see. What do we got? Again, temporary setup. We got the TV over here, so it's a little bit of a different spot, but let's see. Wow, Denny Hamlin most career wins without a championship. Yeah, finished third at Miami last week. As we all know kind of how that went. Let's see. But yeah, right now they're showing Denny Hamlin. He's running in the fifth place, about a full second behind fourth. Yeah, this is just a weird race, honestly. Alright, there we go. Oh, someone was coming to pit road with with something breaking there. It looks like, who is that? Oh, it's the Build Submarines car. The number of the 17 and the 9 of Chase Elliott gets a piece of him on the front end. That is not the way you want to have that go. So Chase Elliott, a little bit of nose damage there, but more importantly for Chase Briscoe, or not Chase Briscoe, for Chris Buescher, that is definitely not the way you wanted to go there. Alright, well, on the plus side, at least I'm very likely to win my matchup that I was worried I might get embarrassed by the 0-win team. But nope, not gonna have that happen. And we got Chase battling with Chase here. Alright, there we go. And oh, here we go. The 12 of Ryan Blaney getting to the back bumper of Kyle Larson. There we go. Gonna start to try and motivate him to get going. Alright, let's see. Right now we got the we got four. And say it's a 4-point difference right now between Bell and Larson. Bell is absolutely charging his way through this field, though, and I can't imagine Larson's going to hang on to much in terms of a lead at this point, considering he has nowhere he can't go forward at this point. All right, let's see. So Christopher Bell's fought his way all the way up to 21st. So he's actually fought his way up 10 spots since the restart, which is actually pretty impressive. And again, William Byron, nowhere he can really go outside of just going to the top spot there. All right, let's see. What do we got? We got Keselowski, Byron. So we got Keselowski, Byron, Larson. Just looking. Come on, give me some kind of exciting thing. We got Bell versus Stenhouse for position. Like there literally is not much to really talk about in this race. I mean, I try to make almost every race interesting, but this race really just there is not much to talk about here. Alright, so they go to a side by side commercial, so we can at least still keep an eye on the race. But again, there's just not much going on. I wish there was more to kind of cover here. Alright, come on. We got Blaine. Oh, here we go. If Blaney actually gets close enough to where you can consistently make pass attempts here on the. Can consistently make pass attempts on the 5 of Larson. That'll actually be pretty good there. Alright, let's see. Alright, well, they're back from commercial break, and again, I wish there was more we could really talk about, but realistically, I mean, these drivers have been kind of stuck in the exact same spots they've been in for 15, 20 laps already at least, without any change of position anywhere in the field. let's see. Again, right now we got Brad Keselowski trying to put the 45 a lap down. That's Tyler Reddick. We haven't really said his name much today, but it doesn't really matter because he's already locked into the championship 4 anyway. And in fact, that's him trying to put Reddick a third lap or a fourth lap down, which is just kind of impressive, honestly, that he's been able to put these guys that many laps down. So there we go. So yeah, they're showing the finish from last week's race, the difference between Blaney and the difference between Blaney and Hamlin being in this championship 4 versus being out of it and missing out. All right, there we go. Yeah, they're showing the highlights from 2 weeks ago at Vegas as well, where again, Logano was able to take his victory and advance to his record-breaking 6th championship. All right, there we go. Oh, they're showing they're showing the schedule for Saturday. So again, 7:30 for the championship race on Saturday, and then Sunday 3 p.m. for the Cup Series. I'm looking forward to next weekend. Next weekend should be good. We've got again a pretty exciting group of drivers. In all 3 series, I think. No matter how this race finishes, I think we'll see a very good finish. Yeah. A good final race in all 3, hopefully. And I'm just hoping that it doesn't go too bad on the truck and Xfinity fronts with the drivers getting each other mad at them. Alright, well, I mean, again, right now there just is nothing really going on. Bell passed 1 car so far this run. Come on, like, there's legitimately nothing to really talk about here. Like, oh wait, no, sorry, that wasn't even that was Blaney passing Larson for 3rd. All right, let's see. There just is not much going on in this race. I wish this race was a better one. And here we go. Now Blaney is actually making a pass here on Byron for second. There we go. That once Blaney gets up to second, I think we'll start to see this one. Let's say once Blaney gets past, yeah, there we go. Blaney got by Byron, and now he can start tracking down, Keselowski. And now we have an actual storyline here because there's a real chance that we could see a win and in for Ryan Blaney here. He did it last year at this same racetrack. And they go to a commercial break before we get a chance to see them running them down. But good thing is that we do have some time before they actually get them run down. Alright, well, we've just kind of been chilling out, but alright, here we go. Blaney has gotten close, and he has closed in on the back bumper of the 6. Let's go. Alright, we have finally had. This is the moment we kind of been waiting for. Was what was Blaney gonna do when he gets to the back bumper here? And here comes Chase Elliott coming to pit road. Some green flag stops here for Chase Elliott. That's gonna be an interesting one. Alright, let's see. So now that we've started to see some green flag stops, I'm curious if we see what we see for other green flag stops coming down the pipeline here. Alright, so here we go. Blaney gonna be on the back bumper of Keselowski here shortly. Yep, here we go. He's closing in. Not gonna get to him in this corner, but it's gonna be close. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Again, right now, Let's see what the 12 of Blaney is going to do now that he's all over the back bumper of the 6. We know he was already tired of the 6 earlier. And now the 6 is leading, and the 12 is once again behind him. Definitely curious to see what ends up happening. All right. Let's see again. Right now, Keselowski trying to work his way past Eric Jones, trying to put Eric Jones' lap down here. Oh man. Meanwhile, he's got the 12 all over his rear bumper. Gonna be getting impatient, I'm sure. And yep, there we go. The 12 looking up at the inside as the 6 of Keselowski, though, goes to the outside of Eric Jones and uses Eric Jones as essentially a pick here. And that is going to force the 12 now to go the outside line, which is going to make it harder for a bump and run. Because the way physics work, the bump and run just is not as easy at the when you're already up the track. Christopher Bell, the next driver to go a lap down. That's a big moment there. So Christopher Bell right now, 19th place, the last driver on the lead lap. As of right this moment, Bell would be in. But if Blaney wins, that would flip this whole thing around. All right, let's see. Alright, again, we're just kind of waiting to see what's going to end up happening here. And now they're going to the outside of, I think the thing that's going to help Bell the most, though, right now is the fact that Blaney is going to fight Keselowski for every inch of this racetrack. Meanwhile, and there we go. Blaney loses the momentum. Now he's got the 16 looking underneath him. I don't know if these cars have fresh tires or what, but some of these cars are absolutely flying compared to the leaders. Yeah, I would assume that is what happened, is that you've got drivers on fresh tires here who are 2 laps down trying to fight to see if they can maybe get one of those 2 laps back. And yep, there we go. New tires. And yeah, these drivers are absolutely flying on new tires. Meanwhile, the 20 of Christopher Bell hanging on right now to the very edge of the lead lap. The biggest thing that could help Bell right now would be if Blaney were to go ahead and get involved and try and battle with Brad Keselowski. But there we go. Keselowski makes the pass, and that is going to be completed. And there we go. Christopher Bell now officially down 1 lap to the 1 lap down to the leader, Brad Keselowski. Now, if we get a caution at just the right time, he can still get the free pass, but that is definitely something to talk about here. Alright, there we go. Yeah, we're just chilling out here. Let's see. But oh, and say here we go. Kyle Larson gets a little bit blocked in as he comes out of hit, or as he's coming down to pit road. And yeah, here we go. A lot of drivers coming down pit road. We got Byron, Cindric, Truex, Austin Dillon, Jones. Yeah, Ryan Blaney. Oh, Ryan Blaney hits pit road. Here we go. We're going to start to see some drivers hitting pit road. So Blaney comes to pit road. John Hunter Nemechek comes to pit road. Priest, Briscoe. A lot of drivers coming down pit road. Joey Logano next. Who's going to be next? Who do we think? It's going to be Brad Keselowski, the race leader, opts to come down pit road here, and that is going to put the drivers in a pretty interesting situation. Not sure who the leader of the race is going to end up being here for the time being. Looks like maybe Bubba Wallace or Alex Bowman could end up being the. And yep, here we go. Bowman coming to pit road. So that's going to promote Bubba Wallace and Mike McDowell to the top two spots. Is it bad that I'm kind of rooting for a caution right now to just completely throw a wrench into things? I mean, it would help Elliott. It would help McDowell. It would help Bell. Well, basically a lot of the drivers I quite like. Aside from, I don't know where Kyle Busch is. Oh, Kyle Busch. It would help Kyle Busch too. Good. But yeah, right now though, the hair flying around here. The fact that Larson was able to pit and didn't end up off the lead lap to Bubba Wallace is just impressive. Yeah, I guess it just goes to show that these guys were probably all at least one lap down to begin with. Either that or very close to a lap down. But right now, this race just feels like it's been going on forever. It hasn't been. It's only been about 2.5 hours, but it feels like it's been longer than that. Alright, let's see. Alright, so yeah, right now though, we got drivers in the middle of green flag cycle. Right now, only 4 drivers have not come to pit road. It's Bubba, Chase Elliott, McDowell, Bell. And Byron's starting to make passes on those drivers. This is going to be interesting. Let's see. You're Christopher Bell. What do you end up doing here? Alright, come on, man. Alright, they're starting to, oh, yep, there we go. Bubba Wallace, Christopher Bell both come into pit road, and that's going to put them back a lap or 2 down here, and this is going to be a big blow to their nights. There we go. Alright, so yeah, right now, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, the last 2 drivers that need to come to pit road, and then we are good on the rotation, but just don't know what you can end up doing here. And there we go. McDowell drops to 3rd. So, alright, so McDowell drops to 3rd here. I would assume that at that point, maybe McDowell would opt to potentially look at pit road. Alright, let's see. So again, right now, you've got 2 drivers who have yet to pit. All right, so Chase Elliott last pit lap. Oh, Elliott's only got 30 lap old tires. Okay, I did not realize how recently Chase Elliott was on pit road. So Chase Elliott pit only 30 laps ago. He's got relatively fresh tires compared to the leaders. But yeah, so say the 43 of Eric Jones had some kind of issue going on right in front of Kyle Larson as he came down to pit road. And that's why it looked like he was having trouble out of his pit stall, even though he wasn't actually in a pit stall at all. Alright, there we go. Alright, so Chase Elliott's got a 3-second lead over William Byron. I gotta go use the bathroom and I'll be right back, guys. But, yep, we will be right back. Here we go. And we are still at there's still a commercial break. We're back. And we are ready to go for some more. Alright. So, yeah, we're still here. Chase Elliott's still out front. And, yeah, we got ourselves, William Byron actually able to leapfrog Keselowski and Blaney is actually pretty impressive in the pits. Didn't really give it enough credit at the time. Alright, let's see. I'm trying to figure out if I can think of a quick way to make this work. Let's see. They're coming back from commercial break. We got about 100 laps to go. I can't unplug anything right now to try and rewire it right now because we're in the middle of a stream. And if I unplug it, things go terribly. Alright. Let's see. They're coming back from commercial break. Let's see. But yeah, so Chase Elliott, 30 lap older tires than everybody else, and he's now got his teammate breathing down the neck, so maybe we'll see something change there, but... Oh, we got a caution! Caution flag flies! But yeah, there we go. Hocevar goes around, and yeah, that is gonna bring this race to a. Actually, whoa, wait a minute. What kind of condition was Bell was 1 lap down, so Bell is gonna need to wave around to get back on the lead lap, and then he'll need to drive his way up to the front. He's actually not done too terribly though. Yeah, it's been a decent strategy race. It's just been a factor of not much going on aside from the strategy. All right, so out of all 4 games going on right now, we got the only one that's really started so far. It feels like is the Eagles game, because the Eagles are up 10-0 over the Jaguars. Bears Cardinals is at a 3-7 advantage Cardinals. About to be a 6-7 Cardinals advantage. Rams and Seahawks are still tied at 0, coming down near the. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I thought they were about to kick the field goal, but I guess nope. They didn't kick the field goal, so. There we go. And again, we're getting doubled up and ready for this one. Let's see. Alright, here we go. Coming off pit road, and it looks like they are going to go ahead, and we're going to have to wait and see where they all get cycled out here. Paul Menard just won the Trans Am championship. What? Okay. Good on Menard. Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm just looking for anything on Twitter that might be interesting to talk about, but not much going on there. I'm gonna swap over to watching over on YouTube TV. That way I can actually flip back and forth between channels. Alright, there we go. Alright, well, now I got it. So the next time we have a long caution period, I can go ahead and flip the channel over to football real quick. And we got just under 100 laps to go when we go green. Byron, Larson, Priest, Cindric, Keselowski, the top 5. Now the top 5, the top 4 have all not pit since have not pit since lap 372. Meanwhile, the rest of the drivers are all freshly pitted, and oh, we got a caution immediately as a runaway tire. We got a runaway tire off the. Are you kidding me? Number 8 of Kyle Busch. Alright, well, we got ourselves another caution flag coming out. 93 laps in, and again, this caution flag is going to bunch them right back together, but they really didn't get going at all. This caution flag, these cautions just seem to be coming out at the most inopportune times. So let's see. Quite literally, though, they went green flags out, and the 8 immediately pulled out of line knowing something was wrong. And, yeah, his tire just came shooting out of nowhere. Alright, let's see. So, yeah, I'm curious if we're going to a quickie, if this is going to be a quick yellow, or are we going to be going to a commercial break here? I would assume because we just had one, we wouldn't do it again, but. Alright, so again, this caution flag actually, if Barry took the wave around or not Barry, if Bell took the wave around, that would have given him a good chance to try and pull this one back in. Alright, well, we were just chilling out here. Hopefully everybody's having a good time. If you guys are, of course, hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. Oh, we got 7 people hanging out in chat. 89 laps to go. But yeah, imagine if Christopher Bell had actually gotten the free pass due to that caution. That would have been insane. Alright, so there we go. And yeah, they're doubled up. Lights are off on the pace car. We're gonna be getting ready to go back racing. Let's go, boogity boogity boogity. Let's go racing, boys. So, lights are off on the pace car, and these drivers are ready to go wild here as they go back to racing. And there we go. Pace car is off, and it is going to be green, green, green. Green flags out. We are racing here at Martinsville once again here. The 3 playoff Hendrick drivers all up inside the top 5. And there we go. Larson gets the lead. Byron to second. Elliott currently hanging on in 5th right now. And he's actually going to stream ahead just barely to 4th at the line. No, maybe not. Priest. Timing scoring saying Priest won the race to the line between himself and Elliott there. I'm going to say, Priest hanging on that outside, hanging tough, but. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're working our way through this one. Alright, let's see. So, with Larson as the leader, now Bell is 5 points below the cut line. So, Bell needs to find 5 points on the racetrack, now 4 points on the racetrack if Larson is going to win. Now, if Byron wins, that opens up the door a lot more. Yeah, I believe if Byron wins the race, then Bell would need to finish somewhere outside the top 20 in order to get bumped. Which, granted, the fact that Bell's running in back in the 20s right now is certainly not a comforting thing. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at the live standings here. So yeah, right now, Bell and Larson would be tied for the final spot if they were to finish exactly like this. Now, granted, they can't finish exactly like this and have them be tied because, well, Larson is, if he wins, he's automatically moved up in. But yeah, it does feel weird just how anonymous Joey Logano has been ever since winning that race at Vegas to lock himself into the championship 4. Like, I legitimately forget that he's even been on the racetrack at some points these last 2 weeks. All right, so here we go. Chase Elliott, has just gotten by Byron. Now Elliott and Larson are going to be fighting for the lead for the lead of the race here shortly. And that's going to be a fight because if Elliott wins, Larson is out. And if Larson wins, obviously Elliott's out because he's winning, you're in. So there we go. All right, Christopher Bell up into the free pass position in 19th. Christopher Bell up to 19th. He is in the free pass position if and when we do get a caution flag here. The question is what will it take to bring out a caution here? Let's see. So here we go. 75 laps to go. Now 74 to go at the line. And again, right now the leader of Kyle Larson, he's hanging on tough, but it is not going to be an easy fight. All right, there we go. Alright, so 72 laps to go. And again, so far, honestly, Elliott has actually been a pretty good driver here today. He hasn't been super flashy, but he's been hanging on. Alright, let's see. Again, what can... Man, but yeah, the battle for the lead, though, Elliott versus Larson would be a fun battle for the lead if Elliott can get up there and actually contend for the spot. Alright, so yeah, right now, this is just a long race in general. 67 laps still to go after we are now over 3 hours into this race. And wow, that green flag was dropped pretty close to, Alright, so yeah, right now, Elliott just hanging on just behind Larson, but man. Yeah, there is not a lot going on here, and oh, here we go, going to commercial break. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Are they going to side by side, or are we going full screen? Side by side commercial break. Still gonna flip over and take a quick peek over at the Packers game. Alright, let's see. so you got Green Bay. Green Bay is actually trailing the Lions right now. Let's see. So I'm assuming Love is not into quarterback today. There we go. Oh, short pass here to Josh Jacobs, who takes the run, and there we go. All right. Well, again, just watch. Oh, Jordan Love is playing. Okay. What a trooper there, Jordan Love. I thought he was out with an injury. But Jordan Love playing over in the Packers game. And again, there's still plenty of time before the 9 of Elliott catches the back bumper of the 5, which is the biggest thing that would potentially change up the running order here. Let's see, what do we got? Closing in on the end of this race, 50. It should be about 55 to go here. And yeah, not a lot of time left for these guys to just kind of joke around here. So yeah, Phoenix Championship Sunday next Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Hopefully we will have a setup figured out that we like by then. Yeah, and again, stay tuned because I might do a live stream of just trying to figure out what setup we want to go with for the office space that we do have temporarily. Because yeah, if you guys weren't paying attention to the streams the first 2 weeks, the reason why we're in this setup in the first place is because the basement where I've been streaming out of was flooded. In particular, the room that all my equipment was in was flooded, so we moved to the upstairs office and attempting to continue without any real changes here. Alright, let's see. Again, right now we're just waiting to see what we end up getting. 50. We're gonna cross 50 laps to go here, but again, Elliott not able to stay close to the back bumper, and right now we're on pace for a potential Hendrick 1-2-3, which, while cool, I kind of want to see the Hendrick guys not be the complete dominating force. I kind of wanted to see what would happen if Blaney got in the mix, or maybe Bell, but obviously Bell's trapped lap down now. Alright, so yeah, right now the 5 car trying to go by the 15 here. Goes to the bottom of the racetrack and just having trouble getting by even the easier cars here. Kyle Larson making some stuff happen, but again, it's not an easy one. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's see. We got the Kyle and Kyle show. We got Kyle Busch trying to pass Kyle Larson, or Kyle Larson trying to pass Kyle Busch. And again, we're under 40 laps to go, or under 45 laps to go here. And closing in on the end of this race, it will eventually get here. let's see. Alright, now we're waiting. Again, Christopher Bell, he's done everything he could. He's held on to that free pass position and just kind of waited for this next opportunity. Alright, so again, 45 laps to go. Elliott stuck behind 2 lap cars between himself and Larson, so there's not really much going on the racetrack. Alright, let's see, 44 laps to go. Alright, we got 3 hours before the start of the Sunday Night Football stream. Hoping to maybe get a 1-hour power nap in between streams. All right, 42 laps to go. There we go. 42 laps to go, and Blaney makes a pass on Byron, and it doesn't change anything. Except for, actually, Byron can't afford to lose too many more spots. Otherwise, Byron could be in a bad situation there. But yeah, right now, though, again, in terms of winning this race, though, these 41 laps are going by pretty quick. As I say, we got 40 laps to go. Alright, there we go. Again, right now, Bell has the, no, Bell does not have the free pass position as Bubba Wallace just went a lap down. And now Christopher Bell needs to run down, both the leader and the, and more so just the, oh, man. Come on. Oh, here we go. Reddick coming to pit road. There's something. Reddick hasn't been relevant in like 15, 20 minutes. Or 15, 20 hours. Because he's just kind of been hanging out here. Alright, let's see. What do we got? Alright, come on. 36 laps to go. 35 now as they cross the stripe. And Elliott's closing in, but he still has a lap car to beat. And so there's still a lap car in between them. And, oh, wow. Tyler Reddick just pulled it right into the garage area this time. Wow. And the pit crew wasn't ready for it. And yep, there we go. Tyler Reddick climbs out of the race car, and that's going to end his day. Alright, let's see. Well, Well, the 20 of Blaney is about a tenth faster a lap than the leader, but that's not going to be a lot when it comes to trying to close in because, again, passing cars is always the thing that slows down the leader. And at some point, if you're going to try and catch the leader, you're going to have to do that too. Alright, under 30 laps to go, and again, we're just chugging along here. This race is definitely stalling out here. But hey, at least now we got the top two, no cars in between them. But yeah, this battle for the lead lap, though, is going to be insane for Bell. Again, Bell's got to close in to catch. Alright, come on. Battle for the lead, battle for fourth, and battle for 19th. And 3 battles on the track. And the only one of those that really matters is the battle for the lead. If either Blaney or Elliott are able to outdo it. Alright, come on. 26 laps to go, and there's not a lot going on here. Now, I will say Byron's actually almost lost out his points advantage now to Christopher Bell. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Elliott takes the lead. Blaney puts the bumper to Larson. Larson returns the bumper right back to him. There we go. And there we go. So again, Chase Elliott, the leader of the race. He's gone and gotten the lead back again. So he survived the dire curse. He's fought his way back up to the front, and now he's in position that Chase Elliott could theoretically win this thing. William Byron hanging on by 2 points over Christopher Bell. If Byron loses 1, maybe 2, loses 2 more spots, he could be at risk of losing out on the playoffs to Christopher Bell. But the good thing is that the likely answer is that if he does miss out on the championship four, it'll likely be for Elliott, who is also a teammate there. Oh, now we got contact between the 3 and the 11. And a big ball of rubber on the front stretch there. $18 laps to go. Let's see. Well, on the positive side for Bell, he's got no drivers behind him that are trying to pass him for position. So he's basically locked into 19th. The problem is 19th is not really great. Alright, let's see. Come on. 15 laps to go, and Chase Elliott versus Ryan Blaney. The battle for the lead is on. Here we go. This is the battle we've been waiting for. Ryan Blaney on the inside, Chase Elliott on the outside. There we go. That is the battle we had been waiting for all this time, and finally, we have ourselves a battle. As I say, Blaney just took the lead of this race, and now again, Byron lost a spot to Hamlin, and that is going to go ahead and drop him now only 1 point above Bell. So now if Bell can find one position, or if the car behind him can go ahead, and that's Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon's right there. If Austin Dillon can pass Byron, that puts Christopher Bell into the playoffs and would kick out the 24. And yep, I'm gonna say, unless he finished with a 9th place finish, which would be not possible. Alright, so yeah, right now Blaney's got the lead. Elliott is in second here, but it is again, right now the biggest thing to watch here is Byron trying to hold off hard charging Austin Dillon. Because again, Christopher Bell has the tie break as he finished second at Vegas earlier on in the round. And yeah, right now 10 laps to go. This is gonna be interesting. Alright, here we go. Again, 10 laps to go. Blaney, no competition or contest coming from behind him. But again, Byron in the bottom corner is the more interesting story here. Byron is losing out spots to Alright, let's see. Again, right now, Bell trying to hang on for everything he can, but there's no real points on the table until Alright, well, we've absolutely killed this one. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this stream so far. 7 laps to go, and again, right now, absolutely getting, as I say, Byron's getting hounded on the back bumper, because now Chastain's in the mix too. And again, if even just one of these two drivers finds a way to the, to get around the 24, Alright, let's see. 6 laps to go. 6 more times around. Can William Byron hold on to it? Can Ryan Blaney avoid choking? Alright, so yeah, come on. And say Ross Chastain just need to find one spot. Come on, Chastain. And say Chastain and Dillon. Just the two of you, one to the inside, one to the outside. You can't possibly block both. Alright, so yeah, right now there's just not much to really go off of here for William Byron hanging on for his life in 6th place. He's got both drivers behind him are trying to take that spot. 3 laps to go. It's going to be 2 laps to go this time by. 2 more times around. Ryan Blaney, he's got a 2.5 second lead on Chase Elliott. He has the win in the bag. The question is, Ross Chastain looking to the outside of Byron. Byron having to go up to block. Now Austin Dillon to the bottom of the racetrack. You're going to have to try and block them both here for one more set of corners. And let's see. Final lap. The white flag is out for Ryan Blaney. Coming off the corner, coming to the white flag for himself. The 24 of William Byron, and they get stuck 3 wide. And is that going to be a pass up for? And there we go. Checkered flag for Blaney. Blaney is in. Ryan Blaney gets in. And the 20 of Christopher Bell. He goes for the wall ride. He gets the spot. Bell rode the wall, and I don't know. He might get penalized. Ryan Blaney won this race, and then Christopher Bell went for the Hail Melon move. I gotta see this again. Okay, so obviously the 23 trying to back up. And yeah, then the 20 just drives it in there to the fence. I mean, but yeah, I mean, now in all fairness for Bell, the Hail Melon type move occurred after the pass was made, so I don't think it changed the outcome of this race. But yeah, there we go. And now we got, again, they're going to have these drivers climbing out the cars. For the first time this week, I don't think we're going to see a fight or any sort of super heated moments on pit road here. Again, Ryan Blaney doing an amazing job going back to, he goes back to back at Martinsville now. And now Penske will have 2 drivers in the championship 4. And Hendrick as a whole will be locked out of the championship 4, it looks like. What a finish to this one. Let's go. Yeah, NASCAR is reviewing it. Shock and surprise. NASCAR is going to review the finish. We got Bell and all right, let's see. I'm almost wondering if the 20's throttle got the throttle to hang there. I'm wondering if the 20 may have got a hung throttle here. We're gonna have to wait and see. But a tie break to make it to the championship race. What a storyline there for Christopher Bell if he gets there. And what a heartbreaking way for William Byron to lose out on a shot at a championship here. But Christopher Bell, he's in his best shot to try and win a championship of his career up to this point. And yeah, again, Ryan Blaney, don't want to take anything away from it. He won this race, and pretty convincingly too. Was able to drive up there, got it, and got the win. We'll stay on again for a little bit longer, similar to how we've done it for the last 2 races of the weekend. And yeah, we'll be talking about it for a bit. But yeah, here we go. Let's see. So again, Ryan Blaney talking with the media after the fact. And again, Ryan Blaney, he advances to the championship 4, and they should be about to announce on the screen once they get done talking to him which driver. I think it's going to be Bell. It could be Byron. If I was NASCAR, I wouldn't penalize here because I think, one, I don't think the illegal move actually changed anything about the point situation. And I'm not even sure it was an intentional thing. And two things: if it isn't intentional and isn't and doesn't actually change the result of the match, I don't see any reason there should be a penalty. But again, I'm so glad to see Ryan Blaney get this win. As he gets to go ahead and try and defend his championship. So, do we have all 3 champions defending their title? No, Ben Rhodes is not defending in the Truck Series, but in both Xfinity and Cup, we have our reigning champions heading to the Final 4 once again to try and go back to back. Cole Custer in the Xfinity Series and Ryan Blaney in the Cup Series. Could we see some back-to-back champions crowned? And again, we are still waiting to see the final results here for the playoffs. Unofficially, Christopher Bell has the spot. 0 points above, 0 points below for Bell and Byron. And again, all Byron had to do, theoretically, was hold off the 1 and the 3. Chastain fighting as hard as he can to try and get that spot. And honestly, I think if it wasn't for Byron being able to find a way to get by that number 7 car of Justin Haley, which ultimately led to them being 3 wide in that corner, I think that, absolutely, I think Byron was about to get overtaken. And then just the 23 of Bubba Wallace just absolutely stopped. And was trying to tank, it looks like, to try and let the 20 get by him. And ultimately, again, it worked. But again, we're going to have to wait and see if NASCAR is going to let it stand. One, I could actually see them penalizing this just off the fact that Bubba was intentionally slowing down to try and let Christopher Bell by. I don't think there's any real precedent set yet for this one. For that situation. They could also just penalize Christopher Bell for the wall ride that he did at the end of the race because of the dangerous component. And they're going to go to commercial break before we get the answer. So, as per usual, at the end of these ones, if you guys want to hang around, I'm going to keep talking for a little bit. Probably around, for another 5-10 minutes here. But, there's a fight in the stands. Oh, boy. That's fun. I got a friend who's at the track. And, waiting for the official word here on who's going to advance. But all right, let's see. Real quick, though, as per usual, we are going to go through the full finishing order. So, again, Ryan Blaney first, Chase Elliott coming home in the second position, Kyle Larson third, fourth ends up being Austin Cindric. Great finish to a day for Austin Cindric. Then you got Denny Hamlin fifth, sixth William Byron, seventh Austin Dillon, eighth Ross Chastain, ninth was Brad Keselowski, and running out your top 10 was Joey Logano. Noah Gragson comes home in the 11th position. Shane Van Gisbergen comes home 12th. 13th, Alex Bowman. 14th for Ryan Preece, and rounding out your top 15 is Chase Briscoe. Here we go. They're coming back from commercial break. And again, the waiting on confirmation for the final spot. Again, we know 3 of the 4 spots already. Joey Logano, Tyler Reddick, and Ryan Blaney are all going to be racing for a championship 1 week from tonight. And, they're going ahead. All right, here we go. 10 to go at the line. 5 back. 5 back to the 11. 10 to the 24. I think I've got a tire going down. Just nurse it. Okay, so he's saying he had a tire going down. I don't know about that. So the information from Bubba's claiming that he had a tire going down. Okay, so Bubba was claiming that he had a tire going down, and that's why he was why he was slowing up so much. We'll have to wait and see again. What they have not officially ruled or announced anything about these two. We know that right now, unofficially, Christopher Bell has the 0-point lead over Byron, and he wins based on tiebreak thanks to the runner-up finish at Las Vegas Motor Speedway 2 weeks ago. Again, we are still waiting for official confirmation on this one, but welcome on in. Wow, we got 14 people hanging out in chat. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. If you guys are just popping in, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe if you guys are new. We've been streaming these races all season long and looking forward to doing 2, if not all 3 championship races. Again, the Xfinity Series Championship race, I would say I'm probably leaning towards I will be around, but I am on the wait list for tickets to a concert as well, so gonna have to wait and see. But all right, let's see. They're talking with them, but there we go. And again, right now we are just waiting this one out. And also just a quick reminder for anyone who hasn't been staying in the loop as well. Tomorrow morning, NASCAR and the teams are in the NASCAR 2311 and Front Row Motorsports are going into court tomorrow morning for the preliminary injunction hearing about whether or not the 2311 and Front Row Motorsports cars will be able to race as chartered cars in 2024 or not. Or 2025, sorry, in 2025. So again, we're still waiting on a lot of things here, but that's just something else to kind of think about is that, again, that hearing is set for tomorrow morning, Monday, November 4th, is as far as I remember. I think that was when they set the hearing date for. And again, I thought it was a weird one to set the hearing date for the day after for the day after Martinsville, rather than wait till the end of the regular season so you can go ahead and have the injunction in the off season and deal with the court stuff in the off season. But yeah, so they're talking about the Hail Melon move that Ross Chastain pulled off 2 years ago in this race. The literal video game move. He needed like 4 or 5 spots, and he ends up getting all 4 or 5 spots by just riding the absolute fence, which was one of the funniest things. And again, Christopher Bell definitely rode the wall just a little bit, but again, I don't think it made the difference. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, I think Christopher Bell very easily could. It really comes down to this is going to be a conversation all night long, I think, and going well beyond the parameters of what we're going to see tonight. Again, no official word has come out here yet. All right, they're listening to the radio of the number 3 team. You know the deal. Try and find him to tell the crew chief. All right, 10 to go. Let's see. Does the one crew chief know the deal? Oh, what deal? All right. So so it sounds like there was a deal made between the 3 and the 1. Maybe their plan was never to try and pass the 24. And if that's the case, then I think any sort of penalty about the 23 laying over, you kind of got to let that go at that point. And again, yeah, it's hard to really tell, again, what exactly happened to Bubba Wallace on the white flag lap, because, again, there's no way that he didn't know that he had a teammate or a Toyota teammate who needed it. So let's see. Again, I think that the ruling is going to be that the unofficial points are going to stand, and I think Bell will go to the championship 4. But again, we're having to wait because again, we know that Bell wins this on tiebreakers because of his second place finish at Vegas being the best finish of the round between him and Byron. Yeah, so that is the best finish. So we know Bell has the tiebreaker no matter how they rule this. Now the question is, does the pass on Bubba Wallace stand? That's going to ultimately be the be all and end all. And we are waiting for the official word here. After everything we've heard, wonder if it only involves these two. Yeah, because again, the 3 and the 1 both sounded like they were talking about some sort of deal in place, and there we go. The Penske team doing the photo in victory lane. Again, I'm gonna stay on the air until we have an official word for sure about the about this, but I just don't know what we're gonna end up seeing here. But right now, you've got Ryan Blaney up there taking the photo. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep going through the finishing order just because, again, tradition. So again, we finished through the top 15. So Josh Berry 16th, 17th was Daniel Hemrick. Last car on the lead lap. Christopher Bell is 18th, 19th comes home Bubba Wallace. And Eric Jones rounds out your top 20 with 3 Toyota drivers. The first 3 cars all 1 lap down. Then you had Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 21st. 22nd goes to Zane Smith. Both of those cars 1 lap down as well. Daniel Suarez 2 laps down. Martin Truex Jr., your pole sitter, comes home 2 laps off the pace as well. Carson Hocevar 25th, also 2 laps off the pace. Todd Gilliland, the final driver to finish 2 laps down in 26th. They go to commercial break, so you're not missing anything in terms of the any official word. Kaz Grala finishes 3 laps down in 27th. Kyle Busch 3 laps down in 28th. Justin Haley was also 3 laps down in 29th, as Chris Buescher in 30th rounds out the cars that are 3 laps down. John Hunter Nemechek 4 laps off the pace in 31st. Ty Gibbs comes home 5 laps shy of the checkered flag in 32nd. 33rd for Michael McDowell, 10 laps off the pace. He just had a really no good night for him. Tyler Reddick, 42 laps off the pace in 34th. 35th for Corey LaJoie, 135 laps off the pace. Harrison Burton ending his second to last race in the 21 car, 153 laps off the pace in 36th place. And Josh Bilicki comes home 369 laps shy of the checkered flag in 37th place, and that will round out your full field here from the NASCAR Cup Series Xfinity 500 here at Martinsville Speedway. Again, we're going to stay on the air until either NASCAR goes off the air or we have an official word as to who is going to be in that championship for, because again, I think Bell or Byron could be a very viable championship caliber option, especially if it's Hendrick's own. If Hendrick's only bid for the championship is going to be William Byron, if they can put their entire effort into that, we could see a William Byron championship here. But again, we don't know because we don't know who the playoff driver is going to be. I think it's going to be Bell. And again, Bell is very good at tracks like Phoenix, so we'll have to wait and see. But again, we're just waiting for the official confirmation. Welcome on in, everybody. We got 12 people hanging out in chat. And again, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys are general sports fans, we also have we will be streaming the Colts-Vikings game at 8 p.m. tonight as well. So we got that coming up later. And wow, the Jaguars are just getting absolutely mopped by the Eagles. Just looking at the scores. Lions and Packers Kind of surprised to see the Packers putting up such a little amount of a fight. Rams and Seahawks is a nice defensive match. Yeah, current score is 6-3. Cardinals 21-9 over the Bears. They're in the third quarter of their game. But again, we are just kind of chilling out here and waiting for the official word to see if. So is NASCAR officially off the air? That's my question, because I've got Donald Trump on my TV screen now. Or is this just. Nope, it's just long commercial. Okay. Yep, long commercial break. And yep, there we go. Back from commercial. There we go. We're back from the commercial break. And again, we will be here until either NASCAR goes off the air or we have the official word as to who the championship 4 drivers will be. So do not worry. We are not going to leave you guys. Again, provisionally, Bell has the win based on tiebreakers, based on strictly the way they finish the race. But the legitimacy of the spots between the wall ride, the radio communication about a deal between the 3 and the 1, and the suspicious slowdown of the 23 to help get Bell that extra point that he needed. There's a lot of conversation that will be had, and I'm sure will be had for many days and weeks even, probably. But again, the 3 and the 1 just kind of slowing each other down and almost trying to fight it out, and ultimately that fighting is what led to them not being able to pass the 24. But then the 23 of Bubba Wallace, who claims he was having a tire going down, slows up so much that Bell gets by him. But as Bell goes by him, he makes a little bit of contact with the 23, which sends him up into the fence, and then he throttles up the second he hits the fence, leading to a Hail Melon style wall ride, where we now have a question of, okay, is that a legitimate finish? Alright, so yeah, right now we'll have to wait and see. Now, there's a lot of questions about what could happen here, and again, we do not know what we're going to see here, so let's see. Everybody's waiting for a final result. Again, no celebrating yet for Bell, no celebrating yet for Byron. And say both these drivers just waiting for the official result. And I will say, the maturity of Bell to not just go ahead and absolutely be celebrating the fact that he is, at least according to our scoreboard, has the playoff spot in effect here. The race has been over now for several minutes, but the playoff spot, we are still waiting for the official word. Yeah, take the time, get it right, and again, I can't imagine what it feels like to be one of these two guys. You've got all the pressure, all the people standing around you waiting for the word, and again, we're all just waiting here to see what's going to end up happening. I'm gonna stay live all the way up until until we know who actually made it or not, but. No, we don't know how long it's going to be. I'm going to say, both drivers just sitting here waiting. I don't know how much time they have booked for post-race. But, yeah, this is definitely an interesting one. And again, Ryan Blaney going into this one is going to wins the race, gets the playoff spot. So you have him, Reddick, Logano. Those 3 are locked in. But yeah, a lot of situations coming up and again, we just are waiting this one out. There's not much we can really do. I'm not turning. But yeah, again, we're still waiting to see who the final driver of this championship 4 is. Again, I think it's going to be Bell. I think Bell makes sense to be the correct winner, but or not even winner, but no, the driver to make it in here. But we'll have to wait and see. Again, let's go ahead. We're going to skip the ads. No ads. But yeah, right now again, we're just waiting here. Should be seeing some kind of. We should be seeing some kind of official call here momentarily for the NASCAR Cup Series. Again, waiting on the 4th and final playoff driver to be announced as to which driver made it into the championship 4. Again, on track, Bell was able to get there, but the question is, did he get there in a fair and legitimate method? And that, all right, so, okay, they know the 45's in, yep. All right, so they're just going and talking about the ones that we know, because, yeah, obviously, we know Tyler Reddick is in. Yeah, and despite he and his team going to court tomorrow to go against NASCAR in court to try and get their preliminary injunction tomorrow. And then you've got Logano and Blaney, 2 Penske drivers. Logano, who's been prepping this car since he won Vegas. And yeah, right now we're just waiting this one out. We want to know, as I think every NASCAR fan wants to know just who is the playoff driver right now. But yeah, so right now, oh wait, the points on the board. It looks like they're giving a 4-place grid penalty. You're kidding me. Safety violation, riding the wall. Christopher Bell is out of the playoffs, and William Byron will be going to Phoenix as the 4th and final driver, going to Phoenix with a shot at the championship. And that is heartbreaking for Christopher Bell. He gets docked the 4 points for as a safety violation. And again, it's we have no idea what there's no real standard for what the penalty is supposed to be for the wall ride. We know it was turned to be against the rules, but we didn't know what the ruling was actually going to be in terms of the penalty for it. Now we know it's going to be a probably ticky-tack level of points that depends on the situation. But yeah, a safety violation and the 20 car. Now let's see. I understand the rule was made to prevent people from riding the wall, but yeah, got loose going up and slid into the fence. And again, Christopher Bell missing out on this championship 4 is heartbreaking. So once again, if you guys are just tuning in, the NASCAR Cup Series Championship 4 will officially be Joey Logano, who won at Vegas 2 weeks ago, Reddick, who won last week at Homestead, Miami, Ryan Blaney, who was your winner here tonight in Martinsville, and the 4th and final spot will go to William Byron, who won the lottery here, essentially, in terms of NASCAR deeming that his opponent rode the wall and went and unfairly gained spots, and as a safety violation, Christopher Bell will be docked a couple of points, which knocks him out of the championship 4. So again, your championship 4, Blaney, Logano, Byron and Reddick are the 4 drivers going to this year's NASCAR Cup Series, into the NASCAR Cup Series Championship 4 here. And they're going to go off the air. We're going to hop off the air. But again, thank you guys for joining in. If you guys did enjoy the stream, hit the like button. Subscribe if you guys are new. We will be streaming. We'll be streaming the Truck Series Championship race next Friday night. And at that point, we'll hopefully have a official word on the Xfinity stream. But until next time, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys just enjoy regular sports content, again, in about 2 hours, I will be back live here on this channel to talk about and call the NFL game, Sunday Night Football, Colts versus Vikings. So, again, thank you guys all for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next video. Live stream, whatever you guys had to do with the rest of your night. Have a great night, everybody, and goodbye.